Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of my RHS Tatton Park border garden and in typical Mancunian style it is raining. Anyway, let's get straight into it. In the city centre we don't see border gardens, we see planting like this. It's normally a bunch of ferns and grasses that are considered low maintenance. I decided to use this as the basis for my border garden. So this is a standard type of planting that you see in the city and it is disastrous. I mean, on the one hand it's really great because it's low maintenance, but when we think about biodiversity, what bees or pollinators are going to be attracted by a patch like this? I was given a 3 meter by 3 meter space. So let me show you what I came up with.
Sustainability plays a big part in so many of the designs here, and these greener borders show just what can be achieved with really small scale plantings.
You may remember Jason Williams, who we met at home earlier in the year. He gardens on the balcony of his 18th floor flat, hence being known as the Cloud Gardener. Jason's design shows the potential of what can be achieved with inner city planting.
What you've set up here for Tatton is quite a contrast to your balcony. This is all about terrestrial gardening, right?
That's right. So it's split up into 4 different sections, and one of the sections is a representation of what I see on a day-to-day basis in the city centre. A lot of boring planting. What I've tried to do is show urban developers that in actual fact they can add in some colours through some perennials and still have a beautiful border. We have so many people who don't have access to outside space. I think it would be a really great idea if these urban landscapers reallocated those borders to the residents so that they could grow their own food.
Looking at this far corner is all about production, I guess, all about edibles.
Yeah, it's just a way of getting the community together in these urban developments and allowing people to connect to nature through gardening. It's improving biodiversity, increasing wildlife corridors throughout the city, and that, I think, is a really important thing. So hopefully this garden will be that catalyst. I'm proud to say that the Petit Nuage Garden won me my 2nd RHS medal of the year. Instead of a sea of ferns, I've got some evergreen shrubs here mixed in with some really beautiful low maintenance perennials. This apple tree is also planted with some beautiful annuals just to give a pop of colour. Instead of the sea of shrubs in urban residences, why don't we switch and give the urban residences their very own allotments? In Manchester, there's around about a 10 to 15 year wait for allotment spaces, so to have something like that on your doorstep would be so beneficial. This is one of my favourite parts of the garden. It's a really beautiful herb/pollinator garden. Imagine a border like this outside your workplace and just look at how inviting that is to urban pollinators. And guys, you know me, you know how much I love a pond, and you know how much I love black colocaceous, so I decided to create a little pond area. But can this actually be done in real life? So imagine my surprise when I took a walk through Manchester city centre and found this little secret garden by the Plant Nomad team in Manchester. Just like the Petit Nuage Garden, it's filled with tall verbenas. There's a beautiful seating area. And they too have created a grow your own section as well. Not just nasturtiums, but just look at the brassicas. So we were just over there, but not too far we have this Nomad Building. And fun fact, when I was at uni a couple of years ago, a couple? None of this was here. In fact, it was a car park if I remember correctly. But now look at it. Look at all the different areas for seating. So that building there used to be my uni residence, and once again, not even this building here was here when I was at uni. This is insane. This whole building, nothing was here. So I've crossed the road, and you know, there's some effort here with the planting. It's still pretty basic, but you know what? It's still miles better than just that standard boring ferns. Now this other building has its own landscaping team, but as you can see, they still try their best to incorporate some colour here. And down this side, they've gone with a slightly different tactic. Now, given that these are relatively young plants, this Nepeta, if you think about this in a couple of years, will probably just be a massive sea of it. But what makes me laugh is we can see where these people are responsible. Oh, and that I'm guessing is what the council is responsible for. I continued on my walk through some of the brand new local developments. I mean, this is what I mean with crazy developers. Like, sit here with these plastic plants right here, but have a look at the rest of the space that they've built. So the landscapers here have got zero colour in the courtyard, but everything else is completely live. So why have they chosen those plastic plants? There are actually some plants up on that rooftop there, which is really kind of cool. It's also a residential area, so let me stop filming just in case. I don't want any phone calls to the police. On that note, I decided to head right back to the Plant Noma building. Now the Plant Noma building is near to a brand new residential area called the Green Quarter, and not everyone who lives around here has got an outside space like a balcony. So places like this are so important. Hopefully my design, the Petit Nuage Garden, will encourage more urban developers to try and think more about the type of planting that they implement when they create their brand new developments. And I don't know about you, but if I came out of work and I got to see beautiful sunflowers every day, it will make me feel so much better as well. Anyway, hopefully I will see you all again very soon. Bye! The vast majority of the plants for the Petit Nuage Garden came from a local nursery called Chris Walker Plants. Chris and Lindsay did an absolutely amazing job of supplying the plants. They helped me build the garden, and I'm just truly thankful to them and all of their hard work. To keep up to date with all of my projects, make sure that you're following my Instagram or my Facebook page, Cloud Gardener UK. See you again soon. Bye!